Namaste and welcome to Gina Yoga. Enjoy your next video.
Welcome to the 4th of 10 yoga top tips with Gina. This video is all about looking after your spine, particularly the middle of the spine, using your core muscles and your pelvic floor. Looking at this diagram, we have a vulnerable section of spine in the middle of the back, the lumbar spine. We can look after this part of the spine by engaging our pelvic floor, shown here by a long strip of horizontal muscle which sits at the base of the spine. So when we're employing our tummy muscles in our yoga postures, it's all about drawing the belly button towards the spine and contracting your tummy muscles, both the transverse and the oblique muscles in the belly, and also engaging the pelvic floor muscle. So for example, here in seated forward bend, when I relax into the posture, I'm going to, before I move forward, engage my belly button towards my spine and dome up, suck up the pelvic floor. That's the piece of muscle between your genitals and your anus, drawing that muscle up into the body, not too tight so as you can't breathe, but effectively looking after the low back in the process. Similarly, in standing postures, particularly back bends, where your spine is very vulnerable to crunching, suck your belly button towards your spine and engage your pelvic floor. This helps to stabilize your back and look after your back, and also really engaging the belly muscles to look after the whole of the back. And in standing half moon posture, as you come over to one side, again once more drawing your belly button towards your spine and coming over to one side, drawing in. And coming over to the opposite side, but always being focused on the tummy muscles to look after the spine. And engaging the pelvic floor holds the energy, the focus and strength in the lower half of the body so that your spine is fully protected. Coming on to standing forward bend, Uttanasana, very similar here. Before you come down, I like to engage my tummy to my thighs to give my back extra comfort. Engage the pelvic floor and draw your belly button towards your spine, thus engaging the core muscles. And most importantly, breathing and relaxing, really engaging the belly muscles. And similarly, when you come onto your tummy, when you're doing cobra posture, back bend, engaging the belly button to the spine and drawing up the pelvic floor muscle, particularly the pelvic floor in back bends. It's not easy to engage the belly muscles because you feel a stretch in the front of the tummy, but just being mindful of the low back. And once more, when we come into balances, sucking the belly button towards the spine, lifting the sternum. So for example, here in the balance Vrksasana, tree posture, engaging the pelvic floor, drawing up. This helps you stabilize in balances much more, and again looks after the middle of the spine. So below the ribs and above the hips and above the sacrum, there's that vulnerable piece of spine that can be really looked after with your tummy muscles engaged. The other posture, wide leg forward bend, coming down softly, engaging belly button to spine and drawing up the pelvic floor, again looking after the back. It's really important for the low back so that you prevent wear and tear in the future. And even if you don't have a back issue now, trying not to create a back issue for the future. So using pelvic floor and core wisely and breathing using the breath, being mindful. Look after your back. protect your future and have a happy, strong body.
So here's what you're going to get if you subscribe. Number 1, confidence to do yoga anyway. Number 2, you'll get to know your body well through my approach to yoga. And 3, learn how yoga can bring you back to balance at any time. So go ahead and subscribe.